doing some homework for us.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tori. If you live in certain pockets of Clay County, chances are you have issues getting cell phone coverage from certain companies now.
It can be very frustrating. One man says he couldn't get any signal with Sprint, but the real issue was getting out of his contract.
So he wasn't sure what his next step would be. He just figured, I'll tell you what, I will just tell Ken. Smart thing to do.
Many of us have ditched a landline for the cell phone. But what do you do when your cell phone service doesn't live up to what was promised? And you are?
Dan Smith.
Dan Smith met me at Nicole's Cafe with a consumer complaint many can relate to.
You asked for my phone number, and that's the problem.
In October, his family changed cell phone services to Sprint to save money. And the service is?
October 10th. Non-existent.
The service is non-existent?
Yeah.
It's a family plan in the place of a landline.
I can't make, receive, or even keep phone calls.
Service, he says, is critical when you have aging parents.
It's a necessity, life or death, with my dad and his health situation.
The Smiths live in Keystone Heights. Sprint's coverage map for his address rates data coverage excellent and voice coverage good. I called him several times to investigate his service, and some calls went immediately to voicemail.
You have reached the voicemail box of...
When we finally connected, it sounded like he was in a cave.
I'm right at home, just in my bedroom.
I checked the FCC's complaint data. While there were many complaints about wireless companies, coverage was not at the top of the list. But it is for Dan Smith and his family. What is it you want?
Some sort of remedy.
On Your Side contacted Sprint. A spokesperson said, "We reached out to the customer today to see how she would like to proceed with an iRave or return devices and get a refund." Dan Smith told me finally someone is listening. Ken Amaro, First Coast News, on Your Side.
Ken, thank you so much. Over the past month, Ken has met with people in 4 different parts of our First Coast, and he has looked into nearly a dozen of your stories and concerns. First Coast News is always on your side, getting